Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. Today I'm going to share white radish pickle recipe, and for that we need white radish. I have cleaned and peeled the outer layer. We also need green chilies and garlic and ginger roots. So I'll start by chopping these ingredients. I'll start by chopping green chilies. I have worn plastic gloves because I want to make sure that I don't have the spice on my hand. I'm chopping them into thin strips. If the chili is large, you can make four strips. If it is small, just cut them into half. I just love the red chili color on white radish, but unfortunately I couldn't find a lot of red chilies. Maybe I should use dry red chilies later. So I have garlic here. I'm also trying to chop them in similar shapes. You don't want big slice of garlic in your mouth when you have pickle. So it's best to make similar shapes, and this also looks really good. I love colorful food, but I also like the presentation. So I want to make sure that this pickle looks lovely. These look good. Now I'm going to chop white radish. I'm trying to make the shape of radish too. So let me show you how I made these shapes. First we chop big chunks. And then we need to cut them into layers. They won't be exact, but they should seem similar. After you chop everything, dry these under the sun for 2 days. If you live somewhere where you don't have access to sunlight, uh, just dry them using kitchen towel and leave them on a large towel for at least a day. So I have my spices ready here. You can see that ginger, garlic, and green chilies have dried. I've also made powder from mustard seeds. Um, Besides that, I have cumin seeds powder. It's not very smooth, it's coarse. I'm also using coriander powder. Since I love color, I'm using dried green chilies. Now, before making powder of these spices, make sure you saute them in a pan. You will hear crackling sound of cumin, coriander, and mustard seeds. You'll also get wonderful fragrance when you saute them before making the powder. Let's mix everything together because our ingredients are ready. So here in a clean dry container, I am putting white radish. I just dried these for 2 days and I didn't have direct sunlight. I'm also putting garlic, chili, and ginger in the same container. They have dried really well, unlike white radish. Now, one by one, I will put these spices in the same container. I placed mustard powder first. Now I'm putting dried red chilies. The color looks lovely. I'm also putting cumin powder. Please saute them before you grind them. And finally, I'm placing coriander powder in the same container. So you can put salt according to your choice. And since this is a pickle, I will put slightly more salt than my usual taste. It's best to use mustard oil, but I did not find any near my home. So I'm using olive oil because this is at my home right now. Don't use the oil that has fragrance. For example, don't use coconut oil or any other kinds of oil which has a particular smell. You can use sunflower oil, you can use mustard oil, you can also use olive oil, but mustard oil is really the best. Now is the time to mix everything really well. This pickle will get ready in a week's time, sometimes even in a couple of days if it's very warm. It just needs a couple of days to ferment. I'm putting some more oil because I want it to last a longer time, and oil works as a preservative. Once it ferments, I will keep this in the fridge. Time to mix it properly. I forgot to put turmeric, so I will put a spoonful of turmeric to give this pickle a wonderful color. Turmeric has a lot of advantages. It also acts as a preservative. So I'm just estimating how much is needed, since my hands are full of spices. I'm not using spoon here. So I'm just mixing well. The oil has gone to the bottom. So I'm turning and tossing it. I'm putting some more turmeric. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory and antioxidant spice. Therefore, I often use it in my everyday meal. I'm adding some dried red chili powder. It gives a good color. Also, this pickle ferments and becomes sour quickly, so the spice level should be usually high. Those who do not eat spicy pickle can use paprika. I think that is not very spicy, or you can avoid it altogether. I just tasted one and I just feel that this will be perfect. The quantity of salt is slightly higher right now, but I will ferment it before I keep it in the fridge. And in the fermentation process, it will be perfect. Let me taste once more. This looks coated very well. I have mixed this pickle very well. Now I have only one job to do. Put this pickle in glass jars. It's best to store this pickle in glass jars, and the glass jar should be dry. I have washed 4 jars and have kept them to dry. I will put this pickle in those jars after some hours. It's been a couple of hours. I have filled 4 jars with pickle, 3 full jars, and there I have 1 mini jar that's half filled. I will keep these near a large window. I don't get sunlight throughout the day. However, in the morning and in the late evening, I have sunlight at my place. These will be ready to be eaten after a week. After a couple of days, I'll keep these jars in the fridge. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please drop a comment, like and subscribe. I will meet you all soon with a new video. Take care, everyone.